Hello, this is B again. This is chapter 4 of my book, Falling in Love with Yourself. I am super excited that we're going to start week 4. For all those that this is your first time watching me, chapter 1 was the week where some of us, or many that have never met their inner child in a vision, in a meditation, has done it. So it was hard for many, but I always recommend that if it's something you've always done and you're good at it, to go ahead and move on. So you don't really have to stay a full week in there. But chapter 1 was good because it's when we realize that we usually are our own worst enemies. So chapter 1 was about making the two one. You being your best supporter, you being your best lover, you giving yourself approval, being nice to yourself, which it's way significant because a lot of the anxiety starts going away on its own when when we become one inside of us instead of two forces who I want to be, who versus who I am, right? So it's a power struggle within. So it's a lot when we are able to do that. So in chapter 1 we had meditations when we are trying to begin to be one with our inner child. Chapter 2 is good because this is the chapter where you realized that, well, chapter 1 was showing up. This was chapter 2. So chapter 3 is when you realize that your inner child has always been perfect. Your desires have always been good. You've always had a good heart. It's the parenting that was wrong. So, and recorded on our subconscious level, a lot of perceptions and ideas about ourselves that are wrong. So this is the chapter when we as a parent, because we are going to reparent ourselves, because as I have said before, we're not blaming anyone or trying to change the past or trying to change our parents. We're changing ourselves. We are going to reparent ourselves. And this is the chapter where we realize it's the parent that changes. It's us, the way we treat our heart, our biggest desires, our inner child, and meet our needs that were never met. So that's when we become one, and when we tell our inner child for the very first time, maybe, it's okay who you are. You've always been perfect. You're worthy. You're good enough. There's nothing wrong with you. Because most of us that suffer with anxiety and depression at deeper levels, at subconscious level, we still feel we're not good enough. And that's the result of our lives. But I'm excited that this chapter, it's called something like releasing our parents or something, but changing the roles. And I like it because, first of all, we're going to let go of our physical parents. Some of us are 50, in our 50s, and we still want our parents to meet our needs. We still want our parents to change so they can fix us. And it's over. You're never going to change your parents. And if they're not changed by now, they're never going to tell you what you needed to hear. They're never going to meet your needs. So we release them of their job. We take full responsibility. We're going to reparent our child. But the most important thing is, in this chapter, during our meditation, that you're going to do when you invite your inner child is you're going to release your physical parents, but you're also going to realize that your inner child is not meeting your needs. I don't know if I can explain it any better, but it's backwards. The parent is going to meet the needs of the inner child, so the inner child can flourish and be the best you can be and be comfortable in your own skin. So, some of us dedicated our entire life to try to meet the needs of our parents, to get their approval, to get the words we needed to hear, to get their love, so we would be okay. So now it's backwards. We as a parent, for the very first time, are going to meet the needs of the inner child. So we're going to reverse the roles. Like, what do you need? Why are you feeling this way? What can I do to you to help you? Instead of, I need you to look pretty today because we're going to party. I need you to be a certain way because we're going to a job interview and you better get the job. So you feeling the needs of the parent has not worked. I don't know if you realize that, but it's not working. So this is the chapter where when we do our meditations and you deep breathe and you relax your body and then you invite your inner child, you do what you've been doing for 3 weeks, but this time you tell her, what are your needs? I mean, what are you feeling today, and why do you feel this way about going to here or doing this or not doing that, and what are you afraid of, and why are you anxious about it? What can I do? What am I doing to oppress you that you think you need to feel the needs? For me, now it's going to reverse the role. I hope I can explain it better. I try to explain it better on my book in chapter 4, but this is what we're going to do. We are going from now on, during our meditations all week and during our daily living, asking our inner child, and why are you feeling this way? Instead of oppressing and trying the child not to feel a certain way. So we feel a certain way, that it's not working anyway. So we're going to stop the controlling and the manipulating to our own inner child. We're going to start like, what's up today? In the morning, how do you feel today? What do you want to do today? What do you not want to do today? What are your deepest desires? Trying to be in contact and start honoring all of our feelings during the day. If you're going to go to a certain party and you feel like, I don't want to go, ask your inner child, why don't you want to go? And you'll be surprised, because if she's talking by now, she's going to tell you, well, when we go to these kind of parties, you oppress me. We end up with a panic attack almost, because you're trying for me to be perfect and look a certain way and say a certain way, and you're so self-conscious that I cannot even be me. So why would I even want to go to a party like this? You see what I'm trying to go? So all I'm saying is that this is the chapter where we're going to reverse the roles. We're going to set our parents free of their roles, and we're going to set our inner child free. So we are going to not try our inner child to please our mind. It's the opposite. Our mind is here to support the inner child. And what can I do for you to feel better? What is it that you like? I forgot what you like. How do you like it? When do you like it? Why are you so afraid of these situations? Why are you so afraid to go certain places, or find a better job, or whatever it is? Why are you so afraid? And not only that, but it's like, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? And so we can be on the same team, and I can assure you that a lot of the anxiety goes away just that way. This is week 4, and you probably by now already need to you are showing a little bit of a difference. You're feeling a lot more peace when you're on your own side. Guess what? We're on the same team. Instead of being our worst enemies, we're starting to be our best supporters. Like, what is it that you've always wanted? What is it that you've and you forgot? I mean, the sad part is we even forgot how to feel. How about we set ourselves free to feel? That's coming in the next following chapters. But just honor yourself, honor your child, and stop trying the child to fit the needs of the parent, but backwards. How about the mind supporting the spirit or the heart instead of backwards? Because the mind-led life has never worked. So I hope you have fun. This was chapter 4, and see you here. I'm about to go on vacation, so I don't know when I will be doing chapter 5. But if you're taking at least a week or certain days to do your meditations and talk to your child and said, hey, I've never done this before, but these are my plans. I'm planning on supporting you instead of oppressing you. I'm planning on getting to know you again. I'm planning to stop abandoning you, because now it's like we've said in past chapters, it's not your parents abandoning you. It's you abandoning your inner child at the age that she was stuck. Those brain patterns have been formed at an early age, so we don't know any other way to deal with ourselves, because we just learned to deal with ourselves this way. So I hope you're feeling a lot better. I never suggest for you to stop taking medications, but I think that as the weeks progress, you are going to tell a difference, and maybe there's going to be a day when you quit your anxiety medications. I've not taken anxiety medications in years now. I took them at certain periods in my life, and I don't think they're bad for anybody, as long as you do your work. If you just want the medication to come help you, and you do nothing, and you change nothing, and you're still your worst enemy, well, chances are in the future, you're going to need even more medication. So that's my take. I am not an expert, but I am somebody that has overcome anxiety and depression. I have overcome panic attacks, and now I'm not taking are going to meet the emotional needs of this child that has never, her needs have never been met. So, first of all, we need to get to know her so we realize what are her needs that were not met so we can start meeting her needs. And our life is totally gonna turn around. I can assure you of that. Invite your friends, do it together. I opened today a new Facebook page. It's called Ending Anxiety and Depression, for all these people that are going to be doing these classes with me, so we can support each other. And I think this will be awesome to do it as a group. And then, like I said, at the end of the year, when you're feeling way better, then you can lead another new group of people. And we're here to save ourselves. Take care.